So PSA is now making offers on cards as soon as they're graded. So I'm gonna walk you through this order that just popped and which ones I decided to accept offers on. But first, let's do a reveal on this order. It was pretty solid overall. Ohtani's rookie starting out at a 10, which was nice. Send in the LeBron James chalk toss, and you can kind of see in the bottom left that offer is popping up on each. What I'm gonna do is go through all of these, and then we will go through which offers I decided to accept. As you can see, some of them that are either low pop or with no comps yet, I'm not getting offers made. But some of them are really competitive offers. Like what I ended up doing was going through each one and the offers that were sent and comparing that with some of the comps and trying to figure out if it was worth it for me to take it or maybe better off for me to just get the card in hand and list it. Especially cards that are more scarce. Those are ones I didn't end up taking offers on if I felt the offer was too low or didn't even get the offer. But more common cards with lots of comps, I felt like the offers were pretty competitive, usually in that like 90% range. You can see $25 offer on that Jaden Daniels. And the nice thing to think about with this is that by accepting that offer, you're getting an instant payout, no fees. You're not having to do any work to sell the cards. So the thing that changed for me was thinking about what is my time worth and how long would it take me to sell this card. That Mahomes one is unique. You notice there was like a $70 offer. I went and looked it up after, and there's one available for a buy it now on eBay for $69.99. So the offer I was getting was literally the price that I could buy one for, which was pretty sweet. And then, for example, that Vince Carter right there, there's not gonna be any comps for that. So that was one, obviously, I didn't get an offer on and would have, regardless, probably had sent home to me. You know, getting $14 out of a PSA 9, that's not a bad way to cut your losses. I could get something like that. JJ McCarthy shipped home. Nice 10 right there on the Wemby. And this was a nice one too, the Brian Thomas with a $309 offer. I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, you know, I don't want too many PSA 9s in my Whatnot streams. I know people want them, but they're more excited by 10s. And so, you know, you'll see at the end which ones I decided to take offers on. But it makes it really, really easy. This was nice. I was really hoping for a 10 on that. Interesting story about that DAC. I didn't have an offer there, but when I checked back on the app, I think it was 24 hours later, I did have an offer. I think it was a $415 offer for that NT Dak Prescott RPA. And I ended up taking that, which I thought was a pretty nice offer. All of this was like, I think after week 1 of the season, if I remember correctly on the dates here. So the prices would reflect that current market there. See some nice Jaden Daniels 10s. Overall, this order was awesome. This was a sweet card. A Joe Burrow orange, getting an almost $85 offer on that. Comps are, you know, in the 80 to 100 range, so I thought that was very competitive. That Malik Neighbors, I think I checked back later and ended up getting an offer. Overall, I think in the 60 card order, I accepted 32 offers. And I think the total amount that I got was $2,400. So pretty awesome when you consider like what you paid to get the cards graded and, you know, getting that buyback right away. That's money you can redeploy into buying and grading more cards. Some other nice ones here. Topps Pristine PSA 10 Ellie De La Cruz. Never a bad time to get a Judge PSA 10 back. Oh, this next one was sweet. Shea Prism Deca Mojo, $370 offer on that PSA 10. Tyreek Hill Downtown PSA 10. That's one I actually got shipped back to me. That one I thought I could do better than $410 on. Skeens 9. That Chet, I thought some of the basketball, I would get it shipped back and wait till the season started, or it was a little bit closer to the season starting. Everyone's in football mode at this point, and so I was not in a huge hurry to sell the basketball. But I did end up selling that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That was just too good of an offer. That was kind of an interesting one there. Xavier Worthy had just gotten hurt, was out, I think it was like a collarbone injury, and so sometimes the prices on here aren't reflective of what's actually going on with the player. Instead, it's more based on like recent comps. And so I thought $45 for that Xavier Worthy. He's hurt. That's probably not a bad offer to take. So there's a little bit of a game theory that goes into some of the offers that you're made and whether or not you should accept them. Like this one here, LaMelo 10, 23, 24 bucks. I figure I can get more than that during the season. Shohei Ohtani second year, 105 bucks. You better believe I took that. That was a good one. JSN's had a great start to the season. Prism Silver PSA 9 for 14. I can't remember if I took that one. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And the last one was a Brian Thomas Jr. The first offer I'm going to take is for 25 bucks on that Jaden Daniels PSA 10. Just knock it out. You know, it's cheap. Rather get the money straight up. I am also going to take the offer on that Bobby Witt. It was a PSA 9, about what it goes for. Might as well make 17 bucks real quick on that. The next one that I decide to accept an offer on is the Patrick Mahomes. Like I said, it's listed for less than that currently. So I was able to get 70 bucks out of that PSA 10 Mahomes. And then we scroll down and we take the Anthony Richardson. Yeah, that's probably one I wouldn't have sent in, but hey, making a couple bucks on that after the grading fee. I already talked about the PSA 9 JJ McCarthy. Might as well make 14 bucks real quick, no fees. Easy peasy right there. I am gonna take the 390 on the Brian Thomas Jr. Comp's a little more than that, but hey, I'll cash out. Nothing wrong with that. Michael Jordan, always nice to have, but at a PSA 8, I'll take 15 bucks for that all day. There we go. There's the Dak Prescott offer, 417. I think I was thinking about it and I went back to it. So check this out, in the Jaden Daniels, this offer ends up getting declined for $67 because these offers are dynamic. This current one had expired, but check what it is now, $62.99. So it had actually gone down. So I had to refresh, and still a couple bucks less, still made some good money on that one. But like I said, these offers are dynamic, so you are noticing some changes. Joe Burrow Orange for 85 bucks, all day taking that. That is a big win right there. There's the Neighbors offer. I think I went back later and did that one, but just under 50 bucks for the Paige Beckers PSA 10. Yes, sir. Chet, I decided to hold off on that. The Ellie De La Cruz Pristine Refractor rookie, I took 49 bucks for that. That was an easy sell. I think I also took the Aaron Judge here. Let me see. I'm thinking about that one. The Shea Gilgeous 370. You know I had to do this. That's a great margin on that card. I can't remember what I paid for it raw, but I was really excited to sell that one. Here's the Bowers PSA 10. I accepted a $36 offer on that card, and the Xavier Worthy 45 bucks after him getting injured. I know the red color match is sick, but definitely really wanted to cash out on that card for 45 bucks. Now I'm looking at that PCA for 79, 80 bucks for a rookie mini from Allen and Ginter. It's not really a special card. I thought that was an awesome offer from PSA. And then of course the Ohtani PSA 10 from Heritage second year for 105. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is this a game changer?